Hi there. Welcome, everybody. Welcome to Meeting with the Mediums. It's my pleasure today to introduce you to Terri, holding your space. And she is joining Joan and Terri Suzuki. And we're happy to have you with us today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes,
Joy.
absolutely. Um, so I'm not going to be doing any reading today. I'm going to moderate, and I'm going to, unless you have a yes or no question, I can pull a card on it or something. But I'll let these lovely ladies do the work and see how you. I know you always enjoy it, so we'll be doing that today. So you can put your questions up if you wish. Um, there was something else. Oh, this is being simulcast. It's my channel, Heart and Soul Connected, is the main channel that I'm holding this on. It is being simulcast to Joan's channel, isn't it? Joan's, and
Yes.
to Terri Suzuki's. I don't think Teresa has
Oh,
it.
I
Can
could
if you
do
want.
that.
You can if
Yeah.
you want. Yeah, it's up to you. Just so all of you know, and so you will not see all the comments from all the channels unless you come to my channel. You don't have to come to my channel, but just so you know, in case you're one or two people on a channel, you'll know why. Miss Viviani has already gone to the channels and done everything she's supposed to do. So she's playing between the channels. We appreciate you, Viviani. And and so I'm going to say hello to some folks today, but you're welcome to go ahead and put your questions up. And we will read as many as we can today in about an hour or so. We don't usually like to go over an hour, but if we do, it's usually with only maybe 10 minutes over or something because, people get tired and so do the readers. Readers get tired. So, again, welcome, Viviani. Hi, Jenny Starfish, Evelyn DeMangles. Isabella, Scorpio Mama, Sonia Pinola. Let's see who else is here. Kelly Scarborough. Hi, Kelly. Emerald Buddha. Let's see. Warrior Girl. Hey, girl. I just want to do a shout out for Warrior Girl. She is in need of having a car fixed. The information is on my community page. And tomorrow, Juno is also doing a GoFundMe. I'm just mentioning this. I realize that not everybody has funds to do this, but if you can, even a couple of dollars would help. If not, lots of prayer and love sent would be perfect. And Amanda Carroll and T Barb. Hi, T Barb. Good to see you. Jill Sinanan, Light 777. Let's see who else is here. Fleck. And message for love. Okay, Scorpio Mama. Who else is here? Annie Bear, would you please get in touch with me when you can at heartandsoulconnected@gmail.com. I would love to have you on, and I can't find an email for you. Thank you, dear. JR, Teresa Baltazar, Evelyn, I got your question. And did I see somebody's? Okay. All right, I got yours, lights. Carol Butts, it's nice to see you as well. Emerald Buddha, I got your question. All right. What's been going on with you, Joan? What you been up to?
I have been working like a busy bee, I tell you. I heard someone online saying that the most recent full moon was in Virgo. So that means, you should be just checking things off your to-do list. I'm like, no wonder. I've gotten so many household chores done. Painting and replacing siding and just a whole bunch of stuff. So I've been that's what I've been up to. And a lot of gardening too.
And a lot of gardening. Well, that's wonderful. And how about you, Terri Suzuki? What you been doing?
Well, virtually the same thing. I'm building a new shed. So I got rid of my old, ugly, rotten aluminum shed. I'm building a new shed, but then I'm fixing the house everywhere. Just like her, checking these things off the list.
Oh my goodness, you ladies are something else. I tell you what, Terri Suzuki, you are the most amazing person when it comes to projects at the house. And I would just love to, I wish I could afford to hire you because there's lots of things I'd love done around here. Anyway, thank you. The checklist is going. And Teresa, what have you been up to, girl?
Well, I have a niece visiting, and I just had another niece visiting at the same time as well. So
Oh,
we've been going to museums
Oh,
and
fun.
the theater and the thrift stores. So
and yeah, and last night didn't you go to a concert? I think you
I
said.
did. I
Yeah.
did. Yeah.
Okay.
Blues guitarist, #1 in 2022 came to town. So from Little
Oh,
Rock, Arkansas.
that's cool.
So
That's cool.
yeah,
How
yeah,
wonderful. How
yeah. It was
wonderful.
exciting. Filled my
I
cup.
bet. Yeah, glad to hear that. Hello to Seascape, Rain Cloud. Who else came? Okay, Viviani, Teresa Baltazar, Kelly Scarborough. I got your question. Um, let's see. Is there any Warrior Girl? I said hello to you, I think. And JR got your question. Let's
And
see. We
Teresa,
got
those are all
Teresa.
things you can do without wearing work gloves. That's pretty classy.
Sonia, that's cool. Yeah, I've told the girls I've just been really trying to keep my dogs unstressed because every night they've decided is the 4th of July. And
Mm.
they either shoot the fireworks off or my neighbor up the road here, the one with the big Donald Trump 2024 flag, he shoots his gun off because that's so much fun, you know.
Mm.
Anyway, all right, Yvette, I got you. Oh, Annie Bear, you experienced a time jump during Terry's show today, during
Ooh.
Teresa's show. Really? I know you had okay, you want that red on. All right. I know you had a very interesting looking lady that came to talk to you. And yeah, I'm going to have to watch that later on this evening. So,
Yeah, she's an oracle and a what she calls a angel fluffer, a wing fluffer.
a wing
So
fluff. Okay.
she does a lot of galactic and angelic work.
Okay.
Cool.
That
Yeah.
is cool. That is cool. All right, so I got 12 questions, everybody. So I'm going to say the questions are closed because we've got 3 readers here today. Hi, Kelly. Nice to see you. And if you get a chance, this is simulcasting now on everybody's channel. If you can go and like and subscribe, we'll send you lots of kisses. All right.
Thank you.
Okay. First one is Scorpio Mama. Wonders if you can deliver a message for love. Or on love, I guess.
The message I'm getting is it took a while, but it's keep focus forward. I saw a big heart and an arrow going through it, kind of straight through it, but it was going backwards. So don't don't compare the start fresh from today and think about what you want moving forward. And if you need to kind of call in the angels to help cut the cords to past relationships that were like, yeah, it wasn't so good, or even just comparisons or whatever. But then the arrow turned around and it went forward and is off finding the new one. So in preparation for this next chapter, just remember this is going to be a new relationship to start fresh, and don't do comparisons and just kind of cut the cords from the old stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love that you said you saw an arrow because I got divine timing and Cupid in his arrow, shooting his arrow.
Wow. Very cool.
So I also got an energy coming in, and I couldn't tell if it was male or female, but they were wearing kind of a uniform. And I think that this is one of your ancestors coming in, Scorpio Mama, to kind of support you through this and give you lots of love. But I wouldn't be surprised if your new amore or friend comes in a uniform of some sort.
Ooh.
Right.
Wow. Well, I read the question just a little more broadly, and so they answered a little more broadly. And they showed me a dandelion, but very close up. And they're like pulling at the little petals. Everything is made of love. Everything is of love. And so the answer I'm getting for you is that they really want you to immerse yourself in love, but recognize that your whole world is made of love. Just kind of luxuriate in that right now.
Mhm. Fabulous. All right. As I said, I'm letting the three ladies do their job today, and I'm going to be moving on so we can get as many readings as possible. Thank you for your questions, Scorpio Mama. Keep looking for that uniform. All right.
That's a good kickoff question.
It is a good kickoff one. Evelyn, can I have a message for my guides?
Evelyn, I see them kind of hovering over you. You have like a team, and everybody has they're shoulder to shoulder, so they're kind of floating, and you have a light coming in from the center, and they're just kind of holding space for you while I get that you're maybe going through a transformation, and they're kind of protecting you in a way from too much light, like too much at once, so that it'll be gentle for you.
Hmm.
Yeah, Evelyn, I'm gonna second that one, because what they showed me is a kind of a close up of like a dog's paw. Like I could really see the pad under the paw, and so they're showing me that kind of like you're the dog, you're running along your spiritual path, but they're kind of warning you to be a little careful, not to overwork yourself, not to overwork those pads or burn them on the hot pavement. You know, take a little bit of care of yourself, because you have very, very long journey to go, very long journey.
I got kind of an odd image, which is my stock and trade. I saw it was like a tripod, and it was moving forward, but it was kind of, if you had a tripod and all three legs were moving, it was moving forward, and it looked kind of awkward, but they were emphasizing the strength of those three legs, of the tripod, that it's both flexible and sturdy and strong. And then on the top, it has the swivel on it that can, move in all directions, like if it was a tripod for a camera or something like that. So out of this odd image, I'm getting that there are at least three guides that are really active with you, an angel and maybe two other guides that are being very active in your life now, and they're working together to move things forward and kind of keeping an eye out in all directions. So, Spirit, is there anything else about this tripod? They're saying you can be secure. You can be secure and still, they're kind of saying you can be secure and feel grounded in whatever you do. You have enough flexibility to be safe and yet, safe and yet flexible, safe and able to move forward, but they're emphasizing the safety and the security of it. So that's kind of what I got today. I'm sorry, that was a little bit odd.
That's all right. Tripod is cool. Reminds me of a pyramid, and I love pyramids.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Joan, your room kind of changed color just for a bit. You got like a flash of pink or something when you said an angel and some guides.
Oh, good.
Yeah,
Wow.
it was really pretty.
Wow.
There it is. That's cool. Yeah. Very nice. All right. So we have Light 777. I recently took a job I love, but making half the money. Will I find a second job to supplement this earning loss? I'm glad you found a job you love. That makes a lot of difference. Yeah.
I'm getting a yes, a strong yes on that, Light 777. And it might be in something that you're not familiar with, or an outdoor type activity. And they're saying look for unusual opportunities or things that might be outside the norm of what you would normally look for.
I got a yes that you'll find something to supplement for a while, but then I asked, will the work that you do that you really love eventually make that not necessary? Will you be able to make as much money as you need from that? And I got a much stronger yes. So I'm not sure if it's from that job specifically or doing what you do there, whatever it is that you really love, that longer term, that's going to be remunerative for you. But I did get a yes, at least temporarily, for the kind of fill-in job.
Okay.
And I got a yes that you'll find a fill-in job, but I got something a little bit different, that somehow the fill-in job will become a little bit known, and that the job you love will expand, because they will not want to lose you in any way. They won't want you. So I feel like that they're going to either expand your duties, expand the money that they're paying you, or you're going to get a job just like the one you love, but that pays better. Because I'm just seeing that somehow this second job expands the first job.
Sounds good. Sometimes you have to start a little lower, and then they realize your potential, and they say, wait a minute, we don't want to lose that person. Yeah,
Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely, ladies. And just so you know, Starfish agrees with you.
Great.
So this is Viviani's question. Is J. August or S. Zamborski the right person to help me, please?
I told myself I wouldn't go first again, but I'm doing it.
Go for it.
It's so with J. August, I tried pendulum, I tried muscle, and I just am kind of getting J. August. When I try Zamborski, I get a big no, even with muscle testing. So
All right.
I'm getting that they're close. With J. August, I heard my throat chakra lit up, and I heard he talks a good game. He or she talks a good game. That was August, and with S. Zambolsky, I got more of a heart chakra lighting up, and that's what my pendulum said too. I didn't get the feeling that either of them were bad choices, but my guides favored Zamborski.
Okay.
And I'm also getting that they're pretty even. Although I did see J. August, that entity lit up a little bit more for me. So but I have a feeling they're both pretty close.
So I get J. August. That's what I get. A yes. I just figured I'd throw my hat in this ring. So
Good. I must have been off on that one.
okay. All right. Some of you have written here that you want a reading, and they have been closed for the day. Sorry, Queen Mary, Tupelo, and I just saw another one, Pam. If we get a chance, we'll see what we can do, but I don't know how much time we'll have. Okay. So I'll put them at the end, but I can't guarantee that you will get read. Just so you know. All right. And the questions have been closed, people. All right. We have one that's a medium question. Emerald Buddha would love to have a message from her mom, Betty. Hope you're doing well, Emerald Buddha. Big hugs.
So Emerald Buddha, I think I'm in danger of interpreting a little bit what I'm seeing. But so I was just kind of hanging out with Emerald Buddha, because there's a Buddha statue that I often interact with, and your mom comes out. She's very big. She like pushed him off the stage, and like I don't even need any of that stuff. She's short. She's not a very big lady, but she's pushing, and she's in charge a little bit here. And so she's telling me a lot of things, and I cannot quite get it all because she's really talking a lot. But something about how much she cherishes you, either how much she cherished you as an infant or that she wishes she cherished you more as an infant, but she's also holding a little baby all swaddled up, a little swaddled baby. And so I'm going to leave it at that because I feel like I might be overinterpreting why she's holding this little baby.
Okay.
Well, right away when I tuned in, I got daffodils. I don't know if she liked the color yellow or if she liked daffodils. And then I saw fried chicken, and then I saw a big red building. I don't know if it's a house or a barn or it was just a big red building. But then I heard how much she's sending her love, and what she wanted to say was she learned so much from you. And by being mother and daughter, she was very grateful for that opportunity, and she wants to say thank you for all you did to help her and everything. But on a soul level, your connection really helped her grow, and she's very, very grateful to you for that.
Daffodils were her favorite flower, and she loved
Oh,
babies.
good.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's beautiful. So I saw her come flying in, and forcefully. So she comes in with a pan of cookies. She wants you to have fun, and she says, "My sweet," and then I couldn't get the end of it. I think it's "my sweet child." And she's talking about there being love out there, Emerald Buddha, and she wants you to have joy. She's showing me green grass. And don't forget your shoes. Something about your shoes. I don't know if there was something that she always reminded you about your shoes, or she wants you to get comfortable shoes. Something about your shoes.
So I pulled a card for you, Emerald Buddha, and it says calm surrender, a pause, find peace in letting go, a new perspective offers clarity. And it's just a gorgeous card. Anyway, just felt compelled to pull a card for you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, you get the same as Teresa, Kelly. Okay, thanks, Kelly. All right. And I don't know why anything you wrote in the chat would disappear. The only time I've ever heard that before is if somebody wrote something like nasty, right? That's all. Yeah. So I'm sorry, dear. Yeah. Sarah Kay, I'm sorry we've got too many questions today. Thank you, though. Thank you for being here. So Kelly Scarborough wonders if we can offer some career advice from her guides. Thank you, Emerald Buddha. I'm glad that Betty came through for you.
What came through right away for me was I saw a figure sitting down at a desk writing and heard the words take pen to paper. And I said, okay, what does this mean? And they were saying, like our moms used to say, use your words, but to think on paper a little bit. If there are issues at the job you currently are at, rather than just going into the boss's office or to the person that is causing trouble or whatever kind of communication is necessary, sit down and write it down first and try and get your feelings and thoughts on paper, and then kind of be calm about it and decide what you're going to say. And so just do it really thoughtfully, kind of get everything out on paper first, and then go in and have a discussion if you need to. But then it went on, and I kept seeing you kind of, I was looking over your shoulder and saw that now you weren't writing down what you wanted to say to someone, you were working on your resume. So I think the message there is thoughtfully do what you can to resolve whatever issues you're currently having. And if that doesn't work, take pen to paper and write a good cover letter and a resume, and off you go.
Go ahead, Terri.
Oh, okay, Terry. Again, so I saw you writing something also, and I saw you going round and round, like creating a labyrinth with it. So do I go this way or that way? And it kept getting bigger and bigger. And Kelly, it was also in the end, it kind of looked like a shell. So I don't know if there's anything to do with water that you're going to be doing, or the ocean, or if this is something something about water in the ocean. And it's going to be like a full circle, if that makes any sense. So I don't know if you're going to come back to what you're doing now, like you were saying, Joan, or if you're going to do a full circle of something completely different.
Interesting. So my stage turned rose red. Everything was rose red, and it looked like Kelly, like you are on some sort of vehicle, a sled or something that's moving forward really fast. And this color and the way that it's doing, the way that these things are moving, it's kind of almost like has flames on it a little bit. And I kept hearing, tell her to choose the newest technology. Tell her to embrace whatever is at the cutting edge of your field, because I just see you moving ahead in a really cutting edge way, really hot red. Yeah, however you can incorporate that idea that the newest technology or the newest information, they're saying move ahead with that.
Oh, very nice, ladies. So Kelly's coming on with Medium Kim and Alice L next week. They're doing angel readings, and I'm so excited that they're coming on. So thank you so much.
Cool.
Yeah.
They're amazing together.
Oh, yes, they are amazing. They
Yeah,
very much are.
both amazing.
And thank you, Emerald Buddha, for the donation. Very nice of you. Thank you. All right. So, JR, can I get a mediumship reading for my grandma Dolores? Her birthday in heaven is coming up, and she would be 91 years old.
JR, I have your grandma Dolores here on the stage. And I don't really see her super clearly, but it feels like it's like she's holding this big mixing bowl across her chest, and it's full of like really yellow batter. And you know, I don't know if she was a big cook or anything, but then she takes the batter, and it's like she has a hot griddle, and she starts putting the batter on the griddle, making letters like J, R, and going on. And what she's saying as she's doing this, she's saying, make memories now for, with your people around you, your children or your grandchildren, whoever's around you, that she's really encouraging you, make memories, because she's showing how the memories of her, the memories of things you did together, the memories are etched in time, etched in time. They never go away. You may forget them for a little while, but they always come back to your remembrance. And she says, make your memories now. Make your memories.
That's pretty much what I got too. I saw her from behind, and right away she had her arms out like this, putting her arms around you, and she was so flattered that you would remember her. And you know, she said she was watching over you. It's so kind to be remembered. And then she started, and I asked for the message, and she said, get out and have fun. And do it now. Make plans. Set a date. Don't, because time just goes by like a river. And she kept showing me her shoes. And they were sort of old Ivy shoes, all laced up and not real stylish or anything. And she said, just don't wait until you have a hard time walking, or that's harder to do. Get out and kick up your heels. I think she wants you to go out dancing.
I love that, because she came in dancing for me. She was doing like a little Irish jaunty thing. I don't know. It was kind of like something from the old country or something, kicking up her heels. She was showing me. So she comes in doing a jaunty, or whatever that's called. And she's telling me, you might be worried about someone in your life, and it's a masculine energy, JR. And she's saying, it's going to be fine, not to worry. Um, and she says, you can bend a little if you want to. But yeah, she wants you to get out there and dance, have some fun.
Is that like that old song, I Hope You Dance, right?
Yeah,
Remember that?
yeah. Dance.
Womack by Luann Womack.
Yeah. Dance like no one's watching, huh?
That's right. Thank you, JR. Thank you. All right. So Isabella is the one that was having all kinds of trouble in the chat. So I'm going to let her. Everything she writes goes away. So let's get it while it's still here. When I saw you, remember my Aunt Ruthie, who passed February 20th, 1994, popped into my head, and it makes me think she needs to tell me something. All righty. JR says she loves to dance. Beautiful.
Well, I'm going to go ahead because I got something. As I asked Aunt Ruthie to kind of come forward and give her message. She was showing me a measuring tape, and it's down near feet, but she's saying measure twice, cut once, and the feeling I get from her is she wants you to be a little more precise. That maybe there's something in your life right now that's a little loosey goosey, and she's suggesting that it might be better to be a little bit more precise. And what she's also kind of bringing up is that maybe this preciseness is something that you could also incorporate into some meditation. Maybe meditating more regularly or at a certain time, but there's something about preciseness that she's kind of giving you, not a warning, but a little helpful hint here that measure twice, cut once.
Okay.
You never know, though. That could be her message to me about my shed. So,
Because she's helpful.
yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Isabella, I get her coming in and she's saying, she's kind of pointing her finger at me and saying, you have something of hers. You have something, and you might be a little worried about it. There might be a situation around it. Either someone else got it, or they're not taking care of it properly, or you're worried if you're taking good care of it. And I don't know what it is. I can get that. It could be jewelry, it could be land, but it's something going on there. And she says, let it go, kid. Let it go. And kind of just like that. And she shows me herself in a little sweater set, and little glasses, reading glasses or eyeglasses. And she's just adorable. But she's still got a pizzazzy kind of attitude, I think. That
Cool.
I don't know if that makes any sense or you can take that, but it's what it felt like.
Awesome.
I saw her with some sort of instrument. I don't know what it is. It looks like a cymbal, but it was all like dented or had little pockmarks in it. And she had a mallet, like a soft mallet, not like a hard drumstick or something, but a soft mallet. And she just kept beating it. And she kept talking about vibration, vibration. You need to clear things out and allow new things to come, new vibration to come in. And she was also using it to try and get your attention. Clean out the clutter, let the new come in. I think I don't know what it is. I wasn't getting a lot of clarity. So I pulled a couple cards, and one from the Feathers deck got the Nuthatch. That's all about having a new perspective on things. And then Archangel Raphael came in and said, prioritize your health. So if there's something that you've been thinking about, maybe I should get that checked out. Maybe that's what she's banging on the cymbal about, and get things all checked out to make sure that you're making your health and your well-being a priority.
We can't hear you,
Muted.
Alan. Oh, there.
Sorry, Isabel. I'm sorry, everybody. Isabel, I'm glad that we were able to get you in. Thank you for letting me know you were having trouble. Important to know. Bella, on Terri Holding Your Space channel, we already have so many readings for today. I'm sorry we can't do another one at this point. We've got to finish up what we got. But thank you for being here. All right, Sonia Pinola, can I get a message from my guides, please? And thank you.
I've got this cat that's come in. I don't know if this is a cat that wants to come to you, a cat you used to have, or one that you currently have. But it's gray with white, and it's kind of just cozied up to you and really, really loves you, and it's just sending you a lot of warmth and just really loves being with you. So, Spirit, anything else about this cat? If you don't have a cat, you might want to think about getting one. It's something, I keep getting the feeling there's just a lot of love there. There's something to hold and something to love. Yeah. Anybody else?
I'm, your little icon is probably influencing this a little bit, but when I asked your angels and guides for a message, they got on my stage and were shining that light. But they said something more. They said, shine it like you mean it. Don't shine it like you mean it. So whatever you're working on right now spiritually, whatever's going on in your life right now, they're saying, do it like you mean it. They're like, put a little oomph behind that. Step outside your comfort zone a little bit. Shine it like you mean it.
You're getting all the sassy guides today.
Yeah, I was really drawn to the light on your little picture too, Sonia, and they were telling me that they just love you working with energy, and this is a gift that you have, and they're so excited about it, and they want you to kind of mold it, like this is something that you can work with, and uh, not necessarily alchemy, but some sort of you can manifest with it. And you're going to find great fulfillment in that. Lord Ganesh comes in with all this energy around him and learning. So if you're not already working on it, you will. You're going to understand it. You're going to remember it more than learning it, and just make it a priority. And he's holding his lotus blossom. So making sure that that's a priority for you right now is your enlightenment and working with that energy, because it's so beautiful for you.
It is. It is. Wow. I love Lord Ganesh. One of my favorites. Yep. All right. Thank you. So Annie Bear experienced the time jump during Terri's show today, and she would like to have you read on that, if you wouldn't mind.
So I could go now on that because I remember that happening.
Yes. Okay.
So you were meeting with a future timeline and a past timeline, and they were all kind of interconnecting. You were remembering at the same time that you were going forward in a path that you're choosing. So it's like all of a sudden everything starts interconnecting, and there's things you didn't know that you knew. And going forward, this is spurring your path on, like your path just did a huge jump. Annie Bear.
I just finished a book called Future Memory, and talks a lot about that. Yeah.
Yeah, when I tuned in, I got, and before Terri started talking, a stopwatch with, or an old-fashioned pocket watch with the hands going around, and then my third eye really lit up. So it's something about envisioning time of a different place, and gaining knowledge about that.
So what they showed me was tinikling, which is a Filipino style dance where we did it in grade school, and you take these bamboo poles and you go,
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that.
and they're showing me you tickling over time, basically. That maybe in past life you were very, very good at this. But that's what they gave me was tickling, that maybe you were, I don't know, dancing through time.
Someone is at the front door.
I'm sorry about that, guys. My son gave me this doorbell thing.
That's all right. I'm wondering who's there. If it's a pizza, I'm up for it. All right.
Right? No doubt.
That was a cool reading. Honestly, I'm going to have to go watch that show. That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
I want to see that one.
Yeah, I
Have her
do.
on, you guys. She's amazing. Joan of Angels.
Yes. All right. So Yvette Braggs, what's my future love like?
You bet. I hear you get to decide. And I'm seeing you painting your toenails red and then your fingernails, and then you're kind of pulling your hair back and all kind of like, when you're going out on a date and fixing yourself up and kind of imagining how much fun you're going to have. It's like that, except not just one date. So yeah, use that kind of energy to sort of muse about what do you want it to be like, and prepare yourself for it, and that will help bring it your way.
Excellent.
And I don't see one love. I see a bunch of different men on the stage, kind of changing, being about mid-age, older, but just changing. So I have a feeling that just you I think it's exactly as Joan said, it's your choice.
You're on mute, hon. Yeah.
Thanks, the dog.
Sure. No worries.
So I was getting intention, and they were saying initially, like, what do you want them to be like? And be very clear on your intention. Do you want them to be funny? Do you want them to be trustworthy? Do you want them to be tall or whatever you want? But I kept getting the picture of Archangel Sandalphon and, pray about it. But I was also getting this really muscular figure. So I don't know if this is good at all.
Maybe he's been working out. You never know.
But I was really getting this like kind of Ken doll thing going on here.
Wow. So Yvette, when I went to see a psychic, I was married to my third husband, and she said, "You're going to be." Oh, she was a palm reader. That's what it was. She said, "You're going to be married 4 times." Sometimes it isn't good to know that. But I am. So, yeah, I think we can make our own reality sometimes, honestly. So, hi, Seascape. It's good to see you. Is our timeline changing? Isabella asks. Oh, I believe so, Isabella. Where the veil is thinning, and the timelines are just sort of intersecting with each other. So, yeah, ladies, do you agree? I mean, do you think that's true? Yeah.
Yeah. And who is it? Kelly Scarborough was saying there's an article in the Washington Post today about a physicist who says we're experiencing unprecedented gravitational waves right now. So maybe that has something to do with it too.
Okay.
I love it when science and physics catch up with
us. Yes.
With
thanks.
us, yes.
Yeah. Thanks, Kelly, for telling us that. I didn't see that. Yeah. And hello, Nancy Miracle. It's nice to see you too. Wow. All right.
There was an article about a neutron star that was the size of a teaspoon, and it weighed as much as Mount Everest. So like dark holes and the waves coming in of gravitational force. And it's changing things.
It is changing things. Yep.
Yeah.
All right. So Seascape wonders, any messages for me for my guides today?
Do you want to go, Terry?
No,
Oh, okay.
I'm not quite ready. Sorry.
Okay. They're tickled pink about something you're doing, Seascape. That's what they kept telling me. And part of it was that pink hand waving, but they're just tickled pink about something that you're doing. So you're doing something really exciting that they think is just it for you. And it's a miracle of nature. So again, we have the lotus blossom and the angel blossoming up. And that's you, Seascape. Something about balance. Maybe before things were a little out of balance, and you've been working on that. And they're also saying express your creativity. So I don't know if you are flying your freak flag yet, but but they're tickled pink about something you're doing, something different.
Something different.
And mine's all about color too. I saw a big close up of a summer melon that not like a, I guess it's a cantaloupe, but it's the one that has the green flesh inside, and you're holding it and you're taking a scoop of it, and it's just perfectly ripe, one of those ones that every little bite's going to be good. And I think I mean, they might just be saying to you, enjoy the sweetness of life right now. But there's something, just like Terri said, there's something that they're just very happy about. Enjoy this time. And yeah,
Awesome.
Yeah. That's what I got too, as far as enjoying this time. What I saw was like your guides, the one on either side, and they're kind of dressed up in robes, like, I don't know, old fashioned times, but they're skipping. They have you by one arm, each one on one elbow, and just skipping along, and their robes are kind of flying up. And one of them's a male, and you can see he's got sandals and big hairy legs. And but they're just thrilled, and they're skipping down the lane with you, and just enjoying whatever you're doing. They're there with you and want you to enjoy it. But then I thought, okay, I need something other than skipping. So I pulled some cards, and they were all very serious. One was about dependability, great, always a nice quality. Archangel Sandalphon, center and ground. And then a blue jay who said, the time is right to access and master your abilities. Do so with humility and control. So maybe it's the contrast of these two things. Maybe you've been doing a lot of this more serious grounding, humility and control, and there's saying lighten up and let's just go skip down the lane. So these are ideas that are kind of all over the map, but maybe you can synthesize those and interpret what they mean.
Miss Charlotte. Yeah, Miss Charlotte wants to. Yeah. Thank you, Seascape. Been working on your abilities and finances. Understand. Yep. All right. So we've got Sue Toffee. We have a little bit more time, so we're going to do a couple of these. Sue is, I think, down in the land down under, and she wonders, she's starting a small part-time photography course and a long-time law degree. Will I be successful? Wow.
Okay.
Well, that's fabulous, Sue. We certainly send you lots of energy behind those ideas.
They are applauding you that you're doing both of these, because the legal stuff can be very heavy, and the photography is a way to activate a different area of your brain that will help. They'll feed into each other. Both of them involve, even though photography is very creative, there's a lot of, at least in the olden days, there was a lot of math and a lot of science, and that goes along with it. And so the artistic part of photography is going to help you envision things in the law and be able to like turn the ball around and see it from all the different angles, which is really important in the law. They're showing me sort of like, not like a Rubik's Cube, but sort of like, I don't know, some other kind of multifaceted thing that you can turn around and see from all different angles. So yeah, the main message is there's a reason that you're doing both of them now, and both of those things will help the other. The more literal types of stuff and the more creative stuff they'll both enhance the other one.
Okay.
Yeah, I virtually got the same thing. I used my pendulum first and asked if you're going to be successful, and they said yes. And then my mind went blank. I couldn't think of any other questions, so I tapped back in, and they said that the photography almost exactly what Joan said, that it will show you different perspectives and it will light up your third eye. It's going to really light that up, and it will allow you to see things more clearly as you practice law some days. Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, I got pretty much the same thing too. The law degree, well, the photography number one is going to give you so much pleasure, and the law degree might take a different angle. So my pendulum kind of angles. It's still a big yes, but it's going a little differently, perhaps than you thought, like a different type of law or something. And I pulled some cards on it, and of course, you are the universe, which we all are, aren't we? Aham Brahmasi. But you've got you're the center of the universe. So anything that you want to do, and it's going to expand your universe, having that. And there is only one light, and that is the light inside you. So shine your light. They're saying, shine it.
I'm sorry, Terri.
No, go right ahead.
Oh, Joan. Well, I just pulled a card that says resilience, determination, and strength of character. You've got both to get through this really well. Anyway, Joan, did you have something else?
And I was just going to say, I used to write websites for law firms all over the US and in the UK and Canada. So I talked to hundreds and hundreds of lawyers, and some of the most interesting ones were ones that didn't just go right from college into law school. There's one who is an opera singer, and all of that training, he was great. He was a great trial lawyer because he knew how to present himself. There were engineers, and they were able to, just all people who had done different things were really able to do that, to see things differently and really give value to their clients. Plus, they made it easier for me to write about because they were interesting
and different perspectives and creativity. Using two sides. Good luck, Sue. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Thank you so much, dear. Pam Winter, are you still here? Queen Mary, are you here? Tupelo Honey, are you here? If you are, please say yes, and we'll see if we can. Hi, Jane the Seeker. Did you know there's such a thing as social media law? Oh, well, that makes a lot of sense, Sue. That does. Yeah.
There's every kind of law.
On the ground floor, yeah. Photography is your personal law degree is to enhance your day job. Yep. Well, you're balancing really well, Sue. So good luck to you. All right. So Queen Mary's here. Pam Winter's here. All right. So we'll go into Pam. And then Queen Mary will do you next after Pam. Can you tell me about my relationship with my mom, Carol? She's still alive. All right. Come on.
This is, what a sweetheart. This is just kind of a quickie, but I saw, first it was just like a sort of like a chain, and then the two of you over here. And then I saw someone with a rotary mower, like a rotary lawnmower, mowing a hillside. So you had an old tool to do a hard job. And so they were saying, I think this, my interpretation and your interpretation is what really counts, is that you might be kind of trapped in a pattern of using the tools of communication and dealing with each other that you've used all your life. And so it's like using an old tool for a new job or a difficult job for today. And sometimes it's time to invest in a new tool or just try something different. So, Spirit, what does this mean practically for Pam and her mom? And they were showing me you trying to go, actually, this is the big hill in front of my house, and I've done this so much. And well, try going back and forth this way. Just take a new approach with her. If you always go to visit her and sit down and have coffee and talk, say, let's just go out for a walk, or just shake it up a little bit. That you don't have to like totally change all of your patterns. But just try a little something new, something that might change the vibration and change things up in a way to introduce new subject matter, something that she would have more, so you just don't fall back into old patterns. Anyhow, I hope that that's helpful.
Do you want to go, Terry?
You go ahead, Terry.
So on my stage, I saw you and your mother, but there's a big shield of fire between you. And it's like you're holding this shield. It's almost like your mom is also holding. She's a little more expertise at this. She doesn't have to hold it with her hand. She just has the shield. It's almost like she mentally controls the shield. And they're kind of telling me that you both are very much alike, and that you both are holding up this shield of fire to protect yourselves. And they're encouraging you, instead of thinking about the fire to protect yourself, they're thinking about wanting you to maybe draw this into your heart, into your soul, to change it into love. Try to make the shield be one of love instead. To just really go into your heart, look at things very differently, and try to put the shield down. Try to make the shield love. There is love between you, but it's a little bit hard to work for.
I get something really similar to both Joan and Terry. So initially, just my heart was just kind of sore, and I felt like hers was too. Probably something that happened in childhood or when you were younger. It started, and it's just hasn't really changed because we learn these coping mechanisms when we're quite young, right? And our parents do too. And sometimes the adult doesn't come out to play for a long time. But they're saying meet her where she's at if you want to, and it's your choice. And forgiveness is all about you. It's not about her, and it doesn't mean forgetting. So if you want to forgive, go ahead. There is a great love there. There is still a tie there. So if you want to, you can kind of dance around it. And I love what you said, Terry, too, about that shield and being able to make it move. So love her where she's at, and forgiveness doesn't mean forgetting.
Perfect. Wow.
Beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. So our last question of the day is from Queen Mary, and she wonders if she could have a message from her guides, please. Thanks to everybody who has been here today. Thank you to my wonderful readers. We've enjoyed spending time with you.
Queen Mary. So I'm reading a lot into your name here, but they're giving me the royal wave and they're all walking around like this. Guides are funny sometimes. They're also showing me the Queen Mary, literally, the ship. And it's something about they either want you to go on a trip and get away, um, uh, or move on to smoother waters, even like find your way, your flow. Um, but they're funny, man. They're just coming in and waving, and um, they're they're loving. So they're not reserved, but they're just funny. I hope you hear their humor because they're just hilarious.
Great.
It's so funny because your guides have a boat in mind too, but not the Queen Mary. My vision eventually turned into a boat, a Japanese boat, sailing onto smooth waters, probably in a lake. And they show me you like a Japanese woman in traditional clothing with the paper parasol, and it's got like a bullseye on it, red and black swirls on a cream background, and you kind of look back at me, you pull your umbrella up and then you put it back down, and so again, smooth sailing, go moving forward. The other thing is it's going to the right, which to me means the future. So smooth right now, some smooth sailing. Go ahead and if maybe it's a trip, I don't know, because I got you on the water too. So there you go. Go with the flow.
Absolutely.
I was getting chips too, but I just said, no, I'm not going to do that because this is too, I'm not going to do it. I have to see something different. They were had me up in the what's it called? The crow's nest. And I was saying, no, so anyhow, I said, show me something different. So what I saw was a horse, and it had the halter and the bridle on, and somebody in front had the reins, and the horse did not like this at all. It was being led. I think whoever had the reins was like in a slow moving, at the back of a pickup truck or something. They were leading this horse, and this horse was fearful, and it didn't like this at all. But its ears went back. It was just like, okay, this is what I have to do. And the horse got through this. And she really didn't like this, but she got through it by remembering being a little foal and having all the, just no saddle, no halter, no bridle, just running around in a field, kicking up its feet, and just remembering the freedom and the happier times. And then finally, they led this horse to where she was going, and she was able to be okay. So you can make of that what you will, but what I'm thinking is you might be going through some challenges, and just, think about happier times, but then also don't be such a workhorse. If it makes you grit your teeth to go to work or to whatever seems like work to you, there are things that we all have to do in life that might not be so pleasant, but try to work in some happy free time where you can kick up your heels and really have fun to sort of balance things off.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That was a good way to end it. And she's probably on her horse doing the queen waves.
Yes.
There you go.
That's
right.
Bird's nest.
That's right. Thank you, ladies. Honestly, it was wonderful to have you three together. You work well together. And thank you for being here and answering this lovely group that we have on all 4 channels. We thank you so much for being here, and also for Viviani for going between all of the different shows.
Yes, thank you.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Viviani.
Absolutely. All right. So make it a good evening, and thank you. We'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye now.
Thanks.